listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is back. I do want to say this though. You know what I'm saying? Before we get started, URL, shout out to y'all. They got the, what is it? Outside card. I've been seeing clips floating around on Twitter. Kid Slade looked like he was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And his battle. So I kind of do want to, watch some of those like as time goes on and maybe talk about some of them. So shout out to them. But, before we get to all of this, let's get this sponsor out of the way. Shout out to the sponsor. Let's get this out of the way before we get started. Here we go. Turn this up real quick. Y'all ready?
To a new city, paint the city.
What?
Rolling with my team, you with me.
All right. So before we get started, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll put, you know, some timestamps in there. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Get mad. I mean, y'all know what we gotta do. Officer T. Ward knows. Y'all know what we gotta do. Officer T. Ward knows. Hold on for a minute. Y'all know what we gotta do. Officer T. Ward knows. Get mad. Bad news told everything. Wait a minute. He told 100% accuracy. Officer T. Ward knows. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in this chat. Gorgonzola. Y'all know the words. Mozzarella, everything. Clone owes knowledge of foot. I do want to put that out there. Shout out to Clone for telling everything. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clone. Clone told them detectives, what do I have to say to go home? No diss. Clone told them everything about Ape Game, even being on that three-way call as a liaison. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Clone for telling, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Also, bad news. I'm sorry. Hopped up out of that hospital bed, ran down that hallway and saw Officer T. Ward and said, wait! Hand me that binder. Officer T. Ward obliged. Bad news! Opened up that binder, saw that list of suspects and said, I know who's responsible for all of this. He opened it up and pointed out number 4. Thug Life, he did. Shout out to Bad News. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna stay on you too much longer. Shout out to you. Rocks in the chat, please, for 40 bars. Can we get some rocks? No diss. Rocks in the chat. 40 has been stealing from the battle rap community 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. She's been showing up to battles with no bars, just a phone and leopard print. Shout out to her. No diss. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna let us hit that anyway. Let's talk about her. So she can get her rocks. Rocks in the chat for Clean Paper, please. Can we get some rocks in the chat for Clean? Clean has been stealing from the battle rap community 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, they keep booking him. League owners have lost their mind. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how many times bloggers say not to book him. You know what I mean? Battlers say don't book him. They keep booking him for $2.50. They are not listening, and this has enabled him to be able to steal from the battle rap community for years now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Clean Paper. Also, baby bottles in the chat, please, for Chess. Can we get some baby bottles in the chat for Chess? has been choking and throwing up in the battle rap community for years now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chess, you know, the battle rapper that could, you know what I'm saying, had a lot of potential, but continued to choke and throw up in battles, even created rebuttals just in case it happens, instead of taking his KO pectate. No diss. So we want to give Chess another dedicated sound. Sorry, Chess. It's only 3 rounds. Sorry. I'm sorry. Can we get some boxing gloves up in this chat for official, please? Can we get some boxing gloves in the chat for official? Official lets it be known. Talk crazy about my family in a battle, and you can get the bigs. Boop, boop, bow. Boop, big. Boop, boop, bow, big. Shout out to official. Putting them paws on Coffee Brown. Shout out to Coffee Brown. No diss. Official hit Coffee Brown with that bicycle kick. Luke Kane did say that. Let's do that again. Shout out to Luke Kang, you know what I'm saying? Have we forgotten anybody? I think we got the majority of everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. It's the intro of accountability, you know what I'm saying? This is the no diss part, you know what I mean, of everything, you know what I mean? Just let me know in the chat before we get started. Have we forgotten anybody? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Now, I do want to say this, though. So, Eazy the Block Captain went live. Hitman Holla went live. I think it was like sometime in the middle of the night. He went live. The Hitman was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's doing all that. He's wilding out. You know what I mean? He's talking about Eazy. He's calling them BAN words. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he don't respect him. You know, he's wilding. Hitman's talking about, like, when I go to a, ain't nobody gonna play with me like that at an event. Ain't nobody gonna play with me. Ain't nobody gonna talk crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? He was wilding. You know, he's still standing on business, talking about, you know, he feels like Eazy's not real. You know what I mean? And he's going, man. He's like, yo, like, when I go to events, if I got a problem, I run down, I talk to people. If I got a problem with them, he brought me up. Shout out to Hitman. He brought me up. You know what I'm saying? I told this story before. When did I tell this story? I can't remember when. And, you know, I went to a Rare Breed Entertainment event, right? And I think it was a time, because Rosenberg Raw, like, me and him talked about, because I did a blog about Rosenberg, and I think I did a blog about Swave 7. I still went to the event. And Swave 7, shout out to him. He was like, man, what's up with the blog? You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to him. You know what I mean? I talked to Rosenberg Raw. Me and Rosenberg Raw went into, you know, the back area. I think it was like a private room, and we kind of like discussed our, you know, issues or whatever like that. And we got off of, you know what I mean, what was going on. Hitman, I'm not sure if it was the same event, or maybe it was a different event. I'm not sure. Maybe it was the same event. Hitman Holla, I was waiting on a battle. I'm standing up there, right? I'm waiting on the battle. And Hitman, he comes up, he's just like, yo, PIPERBOY, let me holler at you real quick. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? Let me holler at you right now. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just like, yo, let me holler at you real quick. So we went in the back, and ARP seen me and Hitman like walk into the back. You know what I'm saying? So ARP's like, oh, you know what I mean? So he gets like, I guess he gets like his security, and the security got like a M16, you know what I'm saying? Or like a AR-15 or something like that. So it ends up, we go to the back. It's me, Hitman, ARP, the security guy that's got the chopper. You know what I mean? And, you know, Hitman, he's just like, yo, like what's, you know, like what's, I never, you know, say anything about you. Like, what's going on? Like, it wasn't no, I'm not saying he's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to him for, you know, approaching me, even, you know, talking to me and nothing like that. I'm not saying he like soft and nothing like that, but it's not what, because people hit me like, yo, Hitman punked you. It wasn't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, yo, like, I never even post nothing about you. I never say nothing bad about you. Like what's going on? Like, you got all these vlogs up or whatever. Like, it wasn't no, like, he wasn't pressing me. He was just like talking to me about it. And then he was like, he said something along the lines. He was just like, yo, I don't know, like, what's the problem? You want to fade or something? Like, he said it like that. And then, like, my mind went to, you know what I'm saying? It's like a door, like, right to the left-hand side. I'm like, oh, he want to fade, you know what I mean? And so I'm looking at the door like we could go do a, you know what I mean, how to fade or whatever. But it wasn't like ARP kind of like intervened or like I think he like interjected. Maybe he could tell the story. I don't know. He kind of interjected and he was just like, you know, me and Hitman kind of like talked about it a little bit. Like, you know, I kind of tried to say like what was, you know, what my issue was or whatever. And then I think it was ARP. He was just like, so this is like stupid then. You know what I mean? And then we both just went back and we watched the battles. That's what it was. It wasn't no, I'm a beat you. You know what I mean? I don't think he tried to make it seem like that in the video. I think he was trying to say like he talked to me, he approached me, whatever. And you know what I mean? I respect him for that, but it wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm a big guy, you know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing like that. And he did say later on, like in his blog, like, cause somebody was just like, yo, why was you, were you scared to box PIPERBOY Williams? Cause me and him had like, we were trying to figure out, like we were gonna box, you know what I'm saying? It was the guy that was doing the event. I think he was trying to have Math Hoffa and Disaster and all of that. And we were trying to get paid to box. Like me and him were both in agreement. So he not scary. I'm not scary, nothing like that. This is like at a different time. You know what I mean? So we was trying to, you know, figure out a time for us to both get paid, you know what I mean? And box or whatever. So it ain't nothing like that. So I do want to put that out there because people will hit me up. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, like he kind of was still going in on Eazy the Block Captain. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I seen Eazy's live, right? And people are hitting me up with a bunch of information. They like, yo, look at this, Eazy's brother. He's like, yo, he's telling, you know what I mean? And what Cassidy's saying is right. You know, his brother's a snitch, like all of this. I seen Eazy's live. And Eazy's basically saying like, yo, like me and my brother, we ain't even that close. You know what I mean? I heard something happen and I was just like, yo, somebody provide the paperwork because I wasn't able to get the paperwork on the situation that was going on. You know what I mean? So, you know, until I got the paperwork, I kind of really wasn't like dealing with him. You know what I mean? So I don't know, like what's all that. I know I see people saying like, yo, like his brother's a snitch, like everybody should talk. Look, I mean, whatever his brother does, let's just say his brother did tell, because one of the other brothers is basically saying that he told, you know what I mean? So let's just say he told. The brother said that Eazy cut the brother off that told. You know what I mean? So if he cut him off, the brother that told, like, I'm just asking y'all the question, I don't know. If he cut the dude off, you know what I mean? Like, is he like liable for a snitching? You know what I mean? It's something y'all got to ask y'all. So me personally, if a family member is not like a street dude and they snitching, I'm not cutting them off. Like, that's my family member. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I mean, he's upholding like his street code or whatever. You know, he said like he ain't with that. He cut his brother off, you know, so I don't know. He also addressed the other brother that was kind of putting everything out, you know what I mean? And basically saying that, oh man, this is crazy. Saying that Eazy's from Pottsville, saying all of these different things. Like he basically is saying that guy, I think he's talking about that brother, tried to hit Eazy up, like, and I guess the mother or something tried to hit Eazy up and basically saying that Eazy needs to take care of them, like, in not so many words, either him or his mother or something like that. They kind of wanted money out of him, you know what I mean, when they found out Eazy was dealing with Remy. And then now the guy is seeing this like as an opportunity to clout chase and get a name like off of what's going on with Eazy the Block Captain and Cassidy right now. Because I think it was after the interview or something, he said, yo, I would have did this on my own channel, but I don't have enough subscribers, you know. And Eazy kind of was going in on that. So I don't know, what do y'all think? Was the brother trying to get lit off of Eazy the Block Captain? I will say this though, right? I've got like lost like family that that hit me up because they seen me, like, you know what I mean, young buck, like getting into it, like on the, you know what I mean, the hip hop news and all of that, like came out of the woodworks, found out I had a YouTube channel and all that, and try to get money from me. You know what I mean? I'm a blogger, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like a celebrity and nothing like that. So it's just like I can kind of understand people acting funny, you know what I mean, when you get like real popular and notable, and then you have like somebody that is very popular in hip hop. I could kind of see that happening. Like, why else would he do an interview? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, what do y'all think? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not. Am I capping for Eazy? Let me know in the comments section. You know what I mean? What do y'all think about that? You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, I mean, I had a long. I mean, he might hit me up. I got a long lost brother that hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I heard you got a YouTube channel and all of this, and I'm just like, it's like, yo, I wasn't gonna rock with you because the kind you and you know what I mean, the 50 Cent and all this, but like, why you even like? What does that have to do with you? You know what I mean? And then like they found out the channel was successful, and then they, you know, so I don't know, bruh. Like people will do anything, you know, to get some kind of clout or you know what I mean, get some kind of money. Like it happens. Was the family trying to get money out of him? This is what Eazy said. I don't know. But the crazy part about the whole thing is like Cassidy's first round, saying what he said about Eazy the Block Captain's brother now has like had all of this come out. You know what I mean? It's like the interview of his brother and all of this, and you know, everybody's talking about it. It's just like all this stemmed from Cassidy's round. You know what I mean? Even Eazy was live talking about this in the round. You know, I mean, in his live about, you know, what he said in his round and all of that. So I don't know, man. You know, that's kind of interesting, you know, so does that change the round that Cassidy put out or no? You know what I mean? I don't know. Somebody said I'm capping for Eazy. Somebody said it. I'm being real. They're saying that. I don't know. I'm telling you different sides of it. You know what I mean? But does it add more validity to what Cassidy was saying? Do y'all feel like Cassidy won the round? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It does, like, now that all of this has come out, it's hitting a little bit harder. Like if Cassidy would have put a little bit more detail on that before the battle, then I think it probably would have hit like at the time the battle was going on. But now that, like, let's just say they release this battle today and it hits YouTube, right? The first round. Now that we're seeing all of this, I think it's gonna hit. Like if you watch Cassidy talk about it, it's gonna hit a little bit. You know what I mean? But does that still win him the round? That's up to y'all, like what y'all think. Eazy did talk about a couple of things. With the Hitman thing, he said he's gonna end up addressing that in another blog. He's got a blog that's gonna drop with that. You know what I mean? So we'll end up seeing that. He didn't really touch too much on the Hitman thing, other than he said that he don't think that Hitman's the type of person that can say a person's not a real dude. You know what I mean? He's going to address all of that. He brought up Hitman business partner stealing money from him. He didn't do nothing about that. He brought up the him and Averb situation. He was like, yo, you need to box Averb before you approach me. You need to box Byron Blake before you approach me. You know, he's saying all of that stuff. Shout out to Byron Blake. Byron Blake's been bombing on people on his channel. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. So it's basically what he said about Hitman. You know, he's going to address that in a different blog. So he said it's already uploaded, so we're waiting to see that. He did say him and Battle Facts cleared this situation up. You know what I mean? And I think that it's actually smart for him to do, right? Because you're going to need, like, you know, a media person that's not going to be sitting up here trying to, you know, kill you or end you. You know what I mean? Because you don't have too many people that can be too fair with you right now. That's what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not a bad move to try to clear that up. He did address the Cassidy situation. He's basically saying that he feels like Cassidy was just trying to get out of the battle because he was losing. The culture, if you look at comments on different people's channels and what people say in different people's lives, like even when ARP was live with Cassidy, I mean, people were saying that, you know, they feel like Cassidy was trying to get out of the battle because he was losing, right? So that's, whether or not that's true, I don't know. I'm sure Cassidy is not going to say that that's true. He's saying that the reason, like, so we seen a video where Eazy the Block Captain is pulling off, right? And acknowledge the guy, Cassidy, everybody's outside, and he's like in a Lincoln or something like that, a SUV, and they pull off. And Knowledge is like, oh, see, he's scared, he's pulling off, all of that. He said the reason why he pulled off, like he was staying there, you know what I mean, and trying to figure out the situation, but the league actually told him to leave, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't him just trying to leave. He said the league, you know, the person from the league told him to leave because they couldn't figure out a situation. We got a Cash App right here. I'm not Cash App, a super chat. Somebody said, not about Eazy being liable. He lied in the spaces with Verb. He lied on Twerk, and Rosenberg basically called Eazy out for what he said about him. Let's see, I haven't even like heard that one yet, like the live with that, but he did address like the Rosenberg Raw thing. So I don't know. He also so he said he didn't leave because he was just leaving. He left because the league said they couldn't figure out like a proper situation to do it, so they told him to leave. So I do want to say that he did address the banning, right? So people were saying there's like a list of people that couldn't go in there because they were banned from the event. He mentioned Zan, and he said that he never banned Zan from the event. So he don't know who told her that, but he's never said anything like she's banned from the event. He said Kenny actually banned her from the event. Kenny is like the person that owns her, like runs like TBL. He said that he was approached like, yo, do you have a problem with anybody coming to the event? You know what I mean? Or do you want people not to be there or whatever? And I guess he just like banned Zan, but Eazy saying he didn't have nothing to do with that. As far as the other people being banned, he didn't really get too much clarity on that. He did say that he heard through the grapevine. I guess Cassidy was letting people hear his rounds allegedly, and they told him like that Cassidy was going to let people jump into his round. You know what I mean? And those people are actually the ones that weren't even there. You know what I mean? That was, I guess, banned, that couldn't come in. So it ended up messing Cassidy's round. And so he thinks that's why Cassidy ended up trying to get out of the battle by trying to, put his hands on him and doing all that stuff. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I would like Kenny to come out and say something, because he's putting a lot of like kind of pressure on TBL. Like, yo, y'all need to say something about this. You know what I mean? Like, whether or not, you know what I mean? Like, I had people banned, like, all of these different things. Like, y'all need to talk about it. Like, who's actually the problem? I don't think TBL is going to like want to come out and say anything like that. The only reason why I don't think they want to get out and choose sides and maybe ride with or against Eazy, because it wouldn't be smart for them to do that. Like, they're still trying to make sure this battle happens, right? So they still want both of the parties kind of appeased to a certain degree to where they can get the battle to happen. Right now, Cassie wants the battle to happen in Atlanta, you know what I mean? And, it's all kind of issues. So they don't want to mess things up by like saying, okay, yeah, we just siding with Eazy. Like, that would be dumb for them to do. So I don't know. He's saying that they need to come out and clear it up. Maybe they can come out and say something after the battle is completed. He did say they were trying to do the battle, I guess, like in Rhode Island or something like that. Did he say Rhode Island? It was some weird place like Rhode Island. I'm sorry if you're from Rhode Island. Not dissing you. You know what I mean? But he said that they were trying to redo the battle at a different location. He said he's willing to do the battle. He's just saying that they haven't heard anything back from Cassidy. When you really look at like the interviews and stuff like that, Cass is making it seem like he would kind of do the battle again, but it don't seem like he want to do the battle again, man. It just seemed like he don't want to, because he's making them have to do all these concessions and stuff like that. It don't seem like he wants to do it. I'm not trying to say he's definitely not going to do it. You know what I mean? He's saying like, yo, we got venues, we got stuff here in Atlanta, and by creating all those different things that TBL has to do, even when they paid, you know what I mean? Like, to have the battle go down, like, it's, it kind of makes me feel like he doesn't want to do it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all just have to read between the lines on that. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. So that was one thing. He keeps pressing that, Kenny, TBO need to come out and say something. If I was them, I would not say anything. You know what I mean? Like, to be real, until the battle's completed. He addressed the Cassidy, the culture. He feels like the culture just hating on him right now. There's a lot of hate on him right now, and I'm gonna be real with that. It's a lot. Like, it's not even like, it's very few people are like being, non-biased like in this situation. It's like mostly it's all negative, just being real. But at the same time, we understand why. It's been so many lies like out there. Like, you can see why like people are just like, we just not believing nothing he got to say, right? You know what I mean? So if we being real, that's what it is. But he's got his channel. He says he's going to defend his name. If he feels like somebody's saying something bad about him, he's going to go at him. He's going to say, I will say, if you're going to do all of that, Eazy, just be careful. You know what I mean? Because there are like guidelines. You don't want to like get too crazy with people and then lose your channel. Once you lose your channel, that's it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't really gonna have a medium to really fight back, other than if you do something on Chrome 23 or say something on there. So I would just say be careful with how you address things, like when you go at people, because that's the first thing they're gonna try to do, like when you start going at them. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful with that. Rosenberg Raw, he addressed Rosenberg Raw, because Rosenberg was basically saying that, because remember when Eazy said in one of his documentary, he was just like, yo, Anwar, I told all this information to Anwar, and HITMAN was secretly recording me, is what he said, right? HITMAN has vehemently denied that he record Eazy the Block Captain. He said that he didn't have nothing to do with that. He said he don't got time to be sitting on the phone trying to record and stuff like that. And I don't know. Poll's channel say he didn't do it. He went on Battle Facts channel, said he didn't do it. He's been all on his Twitter saying he didn't do it, right? Eazy is saying that Rosenberg Raw can confirm that this is what happened. If he's keeping it thorough, he can confirm it. Now, Rosenberg Raw went on his channel and said, I don't know why Eazy even brought my name up into that. I'm not Trenches Media. I'm not media that's controlled by Eazy. Like, I don't have anything to do with this. Like, I don't know why he put my name in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what he's talking about. He said the only thing he could be talking about is when I told Ja, because I guess when Eazy the Block Captain and Rosenberg didn't do the podcast anymore, people didn't know why, because some people like the podcast. And Ja, I guess, is the producer of the podcast with Eazy and Rosenberg, basically hit Rosenberg up, was like, Eazy don't want to do it no more. And Rosenberg was like, yo, I need a reason why. You know what I mean? He don't want to do it. And then Ja told Rosenberg that Eazy thinks that you're the one that recorded him. And Rosenberg was like, yo, why would he think I'm the person that recorded him? Like, that don't make no sense. Like, I heard it was Anwar and HITMAN that recorded him. So why would he think I recorded him? I guess Ja went back and told Eazy all of this. So Eazy is probably going, this is how I was thinking, right? It's like maybe Eazy was like going off of what Ja said when Rosenberg said that. But Eazy just said in his live today that Rosenberg actually told him that Anwar and HITMAN like were the ones recording him. And he was just like, yo, Rosenberg, like, we ain't got no problem, but you got to keep it thorough. You got to keep it real with that. You know what I mean? So we'll see if Rosenberg say something about it. You know, but he already said that he don't know why, you know what I mean, he's being brought up into this. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see if he says something. Maybe he could have forgot, or maybe not, or maybe Eazy's looking at it wrong. I don't know. But it doesn't look good when there's like a laundry list of lies that's going on, and then Rosenberg says he don't know why he's being brought into this. You know what I mean? Just being real. So maybe Rosenberg Raw come out and say something, you know what I mean? Maybe not, because right now it kind of looks like, you know, HITMAN and Anwar didn't like set him up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. He did address, I guess, texting on him was saying that Eazy's dad was about to get beat up or something like that, like at the event. Eazy said his dad, I guess, don't know what nobody's talking about. That didn't happen. I don't know, because his dad was saying he don't know, you know, nothing about Pottsville and all that. And then we seen in the documentary his mom was talking about. So I don't know. You know what I mean? It's whether or not you wanted to believe what his dad is saying. You know what I mean? So he talked about that. I mean, he talked about a lot of different things. And then mainly he's saying, you know, he's going to address different people in different blogs, you know, that he's going to do. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Did he do enough? You know what I mean? Or, you know, does he still have to talk about this more? You know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. He's kind of annoyed that everybody's talking about him, but at the same time, man, when you the algorithm and you this lit, you know what I mean? Like you public enemy number one, gang. This is what happens, you know? So it's like good or bad. I would say maybe kind of think about like, you know, because you kind of want to, if everybody's, we all been kind of under fire before, right? In battle rap, one reason or another. Sometimes like you might want to just take a step back and kind of look at everything and maybe quarterback things. Maybe get everybody that's on your family on a, you know, in your family on the same page. Because I think Chris Mbias did a blog one day and he was talking about how lies need company. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's talking about like how different people, you know, people lie in like different situations, and it just keeps piling up, and it's a domino effect, right? I would say just like anybody that's on your team that you cool with, like just get them all together and be like, yo, y'all don't say nothing. You know, people are going to be out here trying to interview people. They're going to be, and they find something, they putting it out. You know what I mean? Especially in the culture that we live in, like YouTube. You know what I mean? Like views make money. You know what I mean? And if, you know what I mean, I'm making like reasonably decent like money on YouTube. Just imagine like what people are making, and they can just sit and just tear you down all day and do it. You know what I mean? So just be careful about the people that you around. You know what I mean? Also, if you got a mole, because he's saying like somebody in Cassidy's camp that was standing with Cassidy is the one that told him what Cassidy was going to be spitting in his rounds. You know what I mean? In terms of like who was going to be like coming on stage and stuff like that. So I don't know, bruh. You know what I mean? So Cassie might, as if you believe Eazy, you know what I mean? Cassie might want to look at the people that's around it. He also talked about K Walker, right? And he was saying like when they're battling, like when K Walker was battling, Cassidy wasn't standing behind him. You know, he was just like, y'all rush to stand behind somebody that don't do the same thing for y'all. Y'all look crazy. You know, so he's talking about a lot of different things. So it's going to be like up to what you believe and what y'all think, you know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, it's what he said. You know, I'm kind of waiting for, you know, Hitman to bomb back. You know what I'm saying? All these people to go off. It's just, you know, it's going to keep the content going and flowing. You know what I mean? Like, so it is what it is. Somebody said, hold on, you said when Eazy lied about the punch, he should have lied and said he beat up Pat. Y'all is crazy. Look, I think that was a critical error. You know what I mean? But I think like even if Remy would have been like, I mean, we not in that situation. Like we not like with Remy and all of that, and she dealing with like she's famous, like her husband is famous, and I wouldn't be like, you know, somebody married like that. I wouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? But, you know, you don't know what she told him. She probably could be like, yo, if you want to keep messing with me, you can't like say nothing. Like, we don't know. Like, we wasn't there. And, you know, the rumor is like when Eazy and Rosenberg did the podcast, like Remy was in the room. So who knows, you know, what's going on? You know what I mean? But I mean, Hitman is kind of right. You know what I mean? Like, it's something like that. You know, it's kind of hard to just be like, nah, nothing happened. Because, you know, what is Papoose, what would his reasoning be to protect you, and you just did that to him? You know what I mean? Like, I would just been like, yo, like, something happened, like, we got into it, you know what I mean? But, you know, it ain't worth talking about, you know what I mean? Just something like that, man. But when they came out and just like, yo, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. Then now, like, as people can always say, like, man, you lied about that, you know, and then there's so many lies that keep like piling up, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man, you know what I mean? So who's winning right now? Is it Hitman or is it Eazy? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Somebody said, remember that recording from Pap? Remy said, why you hit him? Now I have to continue to deal with that, the ninja. Oh God. Somebody said, yup, Hitman been fighting for years. Somebody said exactly, saying nothing happened made no sense at all. And then it's like now, you know what I mean? Like it's all, you know, every battle rapper is gonna have an angle on them. You know what I mean? It's split it. Every one of them's got like an angle on them, but it's like this one is, and then you got, especially when Pap is this popular too. I would just been like, yo, like, you know, I got snuck. I mean, people get snuck. It's never happened to me. It don't mean it can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be like all, you know, like I'm confident in myself. I go places by myself. I don't be having security. I think it's smart to have security. If you like super popular and stuff like that, if you can afford it. I don't be having security. I just go places by myself. You know, I could be like at a battle, not paying attention, and somebody, you know what I mean? Trying to get on somebody's camera or world star me stuff. You don't know. anything can happen. You know what I mean? So it's not, I would have just been like, man, something happened. You know what I mean? It ain't worth talking about. You know what I mean? And then just left it at that. But it's just like the whole not talking for a month and then the production of the lie, you know what I mean? It's like, it's what's getting people. Somebody said, he said, never seen such lying from someone. You know, I mean, he has said like on his live, like a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I'm in entertainment. A lot of y'all. Like he said it like multiple times. It's what it is, man. You know, but you know, I always say, you know, it's who you believe, you know what I mean? Because perception is reality for a lot of people. It's who you believe. It's the power of fan bases. Some people gonna believe anything, you know what I mean? Some people gonna, he could be actually telling the 100% truth on this, you know, but then people will be like, yo, like he lied about so much. I don't know. It's just who you believe. It's like, do you believe Cassidy? Do you believe Eazy? Do you believe Rosenberg Raw? Do you believe, you know what I mean? Like, what do you believe? That's what this is going to come down to. You know what I mean? But I do feel like this battle has like a lasting effect that it didn't even like finish, but it still got like a lasting effect. Because like, even if like when I was watching the battle, right, I thought Eazy was winning the first. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with that. I thought he was winning the first. But it's like, it's been so many lies, you know what I mean? And then it's like missteps or lies. It's like now people are just like, yo, Cassie might have won the first. Because now you can go back to this, you can go back to this, you can go, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just one of them situations, man. Somebody said, he should have fried. I don't know. You said, why would Kenny ban anybody? I don't know, man. Maybe we'll hear him say something. Maybe Zan, maybe you can handle. He did say that they asked him if Lady Caution can be on the card, and he said he don't care. You know what I mean? He said that they asked him if Muwap, how would he feel? Oh, would he like if Muwap was on the card? I guess versus Kid Slade or something like that. He said he wouldn't like that. TBO, y'all can't be giving like an artist that much power. Like y'all can't, you know what I mean? If it's gonna be that difficult to book somebody, and this is me being like fair, right? 100% real. If you, let's say you want to do like a Cassidy versus anybody, right? Or Eazy, right? If he's got that much authority and power over whether or not somebody can be in the building, over whether or not like a battle can happen, like y'all are asking him, like, does he care if like Lady Caution is on the card? Like, that's crazy, bro. That's insane. You know what I mean? Y'all should not be doing that, man. Like, that is like for anybody, y'all should not be doing that. Like, that's not how battle rap is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, am I wrong with that? Like, I don't like anybody, like, even if Cassie was to do it, like, no. I mean, to a point, like, if somebody's like endangering you, you know, and you just like scared or something, then yeah, but like but then don't do the battle. You know what I mean? I don't think Muwap was like endangering him or nothing, but it's just, maybe he just don't like him now. I don't know, man. Somebody said you right. Somebody said not really crazy. Somebody said, how are you cheating fans by not letting Muwap battle? Who cares? And then like that, like look what that does with Kid Slade. Like Kid Slade could have been on the card. You know what I mean? Kid Slade is dope. He could have been on the card, and then now like that, you know what I mean? So I don't, y'all TVL, man, y'all may need to I know y'all just trying to get the battles going, but y'all didn't. I think Chris Mbaye said this on like in the blog. He did a blog and he was like showing like y'all didn't really have security in place. And then I'm looking and like Cassidy's security like grabs Eazy. You know what I'm saying? Like grabs on it Eazy, like when they first like had their like kind of, you know, altercation before the second time when it was over. And it's like he never should have been able to do that. You know what I mean? Grab on somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? It should have been like TBL having something in place to make sure that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Because if I was Eazy, I'd be like, get off me, bro. Like, who is you? But I don't know. Cassidy's security was aggressive. That old dude took Cassidy and threw him up in that Rolls Royce. Shot the Cass. He was like, get in the car, get in the car. I met that dude before, the security dude. He kind of, I mean, I look small on camera. I'm a big dude, bro. So he's like he's small to me. But like, he just like, the way he be manhandling people is crazy, bro. That dude, he had the camera. He was like, Cassie, just tell me. Cassie, just give me, you know what I'm saying? Just say something positive. That security guard, like, get in the car, Cassidy. Geechee Gotti was talking about that. Let me shout out to Geechee Gotti. Hold on. Geechee Gotti was talking about that, and let me see if I can show this, man. I don't want to. Hold on, yeah. Hold on. Let me show y'all this.
And I feel like at the end of the day, y'all doing all this. Y'all supposed to be able to be like, hey, hold on, bro, this being, bro, we gonna figure this out. But y'all getting niggas throwing y'all behind them and everybody taking you nigga, they picking Easy, throwing them all the way in the back. I seen a nigga throw Cassidy in the car, tell him shut the fuck up like.
No diss. Yo, Geechee is crazy, gang. What?
And I feel like at the end of the day, y'all doing all this. Y'all supposed to be able to be like, hey, hold on, bro, this being, bro, we gonna figure this out. But y'all getting niggas throwing y'all behind them and everybody taking you nigga, they picking Easy, throwing them all the way in the back. I seen a nigga throw Cassidy in the car, tell him shut the fuck up like.
Give me one positive message, bro. Why you keep? I'm gonna tell you what's going on, bro. Cass, what's the positive, bro? Y'all, what the fuck you call, bro?
Yeah, that's my boy D-Boy. Shout out to D-Boy too.
He did do that too. He was like, get in the fucking car. Cassie should be like, who you talking to? Big, boom, bow, boom, big. He's like, get in the fucking car. Yo, Geechee is crazy. Hey, I did ask Geechee Gotti. I was just like, yo, I think I'm gonna show y'all this for a minute. Hold on. Let's watch this again. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit. Hold on.
Y'all doing all this. Y'all supposed to be able to be like, hey, hold on, bro, this being, bro, we gonna figure this out. But y'all getting niggas throwing y'all behind them and everybody taking you nigga, they picking Easy, throwing them all the way in the back. I seen a nigga throw Cassidy in the car, tell him shut the fuck up like.
Give me one positive message, bro. Why you keep? I'm gonna tell you what's going on, bro. Cass, what's the positive, bro? Y'all, what the fuck you call, bro?
Yeah, that's my boy D-Boy. Shout out to D-Boy too. That's my nigga right here. Trying to give it an interview.
Yo, what? Yo, he crazy, gang. Like, what? Hold on. All right, let me show you this one.
On his resume, like, let me get in there with Geech. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I do, man. Yeah, Cassidy, set that up.
PIPERBOY Williams says Geechee versus Cassidy.
Set that up. Set that up, man. Shout out PIPERBOy Williams.
How much money you need for Geechee versus Cassidy?
I don't know. I think not like that. Shout out my nigga Cassidy, but I'm the only nigga that's probably whoop Cassidy. Right? Everybody else playing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else letting Cass live.
You're not getting him in the face off.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting him in the face off too, man. Get it real, Cass. Cass get to talking that shit to me with the face off, man. You know what I'm saying? Set it up.
I don't even know Geechee. Like, I don't shut
the fuck up.
Hey, if Geechee and Cassidy, hold on, chat. If Geechee and Cassidy battle, what would be the first two lines Geechee would say? He said, like, what? Yo, that would be crazy, bro. Hey, the face-off would be lit. Because I want to hear how Cassidy would talk to Geechee, bro. You know what I'm saying? How Geechee would talk to Cassidy. I want to hear that. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know, man. Yo, that he said security throwing everybody around. Hey, y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'm just a blogger. I'm one out of many. You know what I'm saying? Just giving y'all my opinion what's going on in Battle Rap. But that's the news for the day. Y'all tell me who y'all believe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. And yo, before I leave, this is not sponsored, right? There's that. Hey, have y'all seen that show called Dairy or something like that? That It movie? They got like a show. Yo, I'm like 30 minutes into the show. Yo, this look crazy, bro. Have y'all seen that real quick before I get out of here? Have y'all seen that? I'm watching that now. Like, it's crazy, gang. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out, y'all. Come race.